this one. I'm gonna do pomade and then one with eyeshadow, just to see the difference. All right. So I do this, good product, but I always kind of like put excess here because this stuff is for sure. You're gonna get chola eyebrows if you leave all the product on. So I always do this. I always kind of squeeze the brush so that it gets really skinny. And you can use the excess on your finger if you want to just do like some light filling in. So I always start like with the front of my brow, just like kind of like where the hairs start. And I just kind of line it. And it's super thin. And then I just do the top. This isn't the brush I usually use, but I've been using it this week, so I'm kind of liking it. Then I get more product from the cap. You don't need anything else really from the main pot, I guess you can call it. And then I line it again from the bottom. It's just lining first and then you fill in afterwards. Okay. Then I go up. Kind of like dissolve that little line so it's not so sharp. Get more product. Dab it in here. Squeeze. And keep going. Doing it super light because you just build as dark as you want. And then I always do this to blend or kind of like blur the front of the brow because you want like a gradient. Light in the front, darker in the back. Kind of like party in the front, white business in the front, party in the back. Is that how it goes, babe? And I just keep going, same process, dip into the product, leave the excess here, squeeze the tip, and keep going. It's kind of got like a little messed up, and then I just did it again because I do like it a little sharp. I like it sharp, lined because it just saves me from cleaning it up. I don't really care for that step because I don't always wear eyeshadow, and I think if you, for me though, I'm a heavy hander, so I always put too much and then it's, I don't know. If you put a bunch of concealer right there, I feel like you need to put eyeshadow on so you can kind of blend it. Personally, that's for me because I always put too much product on. And then I just get my spoolie and I blend it all together, and I always do this. That's kind of like my cleanup. Okay. And then I just use the e.l.f. clear gel because honestly the Anastasia clear gel is 20 bucks. That's insane. This is like 3 to 5 and it works just as good. I mean, not as good, but 90%. Is enough for me. And that's my brow. Okay, that's with the pomade. I don't usually use this brush, it's a ColourPop brush, but this brush is best, I think, with powder if you want to use eyeshadow, for me. And then I use the Benefit double-ended brush for the pomade, but like I said, I've been used to this brush this week because I lost this one earlier. All right, so now I'm gonna show you how to do it with shadow. Shadow. You guys remember the movie Homeward Bound? Shadow. Anyways, this is the palette I use for my brows. It's my Old Faithful. I've actually broken it quite a bit, but I have a new one I just don't want to really use it just yet. Oh my god, I just realized this is missing. Yeah, it broke. Anyway, prep your brow. Brush it up a little bit. You want it to be fluffy. Okay. And I use the color Dunes and Smoke. And so, like I said, I love to pinch my brush to make it as thin as possible so you don't get chola brows, like you mentioned. I do like to wet the brush though. And then I pinch it. So I just kind of like go in between. So I go like this, and one little dab of the darker one. And I pinch it. And then I go in, same process, start here and then shape your brow and then fill in as dark as you want. Sorry, hold on. Pinch. Keep going. Shadow is like a lot more manageable, I feel like, because you can totally spoolie it out and it gets lighter. Even brush through it with the angled brush and it still gets, like, it dissipates. That's a big word. I don't even know what that means. Just keep going. Same process. I dip back and forth and then I pinch and then I fill in and shape. Can you see? Oh my god. And then for the front of the brow, I use the lighter color and I don't dip in here. I use the lighter color so it's a gradient. So I dip, pinch, and fluff up to kind of blend in that line. Okay, there's that. And then I still do that, the blending right here, so it gives me a soft line and you're not Groucho Marx. You guys know who Groucho Marx is? Anyway, look it up. So then there's that. I still see some areas that need to be filled. So I use only the light one now. I use the darker one to line and the light one to fill. And it still gives a good, like, deep gradient if you use the light one. Just kind of build. I heard that. And then that's that. Pinch and shape. Shadow is, as you can see, a lot easier to blend. If you go too much with the pomade, it gets a little crazy. And then I blend it together and I use the e.l.f. clear gel and fluff it up. I do have the Anastasia Beverly Hills tinted gel, but that shit is dark. Like, it's a very pigmented and you have to, I still haven't mastered how to use that one because then I look crazy. If I have time, I like to go in with my Brow Wiz and then kind of do the strokes. Oh, this isn't dry yet, but I'm gonna do it over here and go like this, just to make it look a little bit more like hair. And I love the way this shapes your brow at the end. Just very clean. I need my brow, I'm going cross-eyed. I mean my mirror. And you just kind of deepen and shape. Always follow the line. Do this and that. And try that one. I do the same thing over here too. So I do like, just go over the line a little bit, go up with the hair strokes, and I line it. Follow the line and go up. Yeah, as you can see, they're very different brows. I don't really like the way this line is, so I'm just gonna go over it. I'm gonna brush it out. Brush it right out. Go like this. There you go. Keep brushing up, you get that full fluffy brow. Kind of like that look. And that is that. Also, another favorite of mine is the e.l.f. Wow Brow. It's a tinted, it's very lightly tinted and has little fibers in it. Can you see? God, what the hell am I doing? Okay, they have little fibers in it, so it like kind of makes your brow look like a full haired brow. See that? And I don't know, I'm just using all my products. And that's that. Hold on. All right, so now I guess I can show you how to clean it up. It's not really a thing I do at all, to be honest with you, but I'm gonna try it. I'm coming in 1 second. All right, so I have my concealer. Let's see, the concealer that I do like to use, because it's, you can do Shape Tape, but this shit is potent. Honestly, you can use anything. I have, this works good too, the MAC Soft Ochre. Dude, I got this for $2 at in the clearance section at Ulta. So this one is very good because it's very opaque and thick. But I do have the NARS, I'm a bougie bitch. I'm just kidding. I barely got this because the girl that did my makeup, I loved my skin, so she used NARS. Anyways, I just put a little bit on here. Alright, so I cleaned my brushes. I have a flathead one and a round concealer, a rounded taper brush. I don't know how to explain this. It's a ColourPop E3, and this was the, I don't know, La something. I got it in one of my boxy terms like many moons ago. But I do like this flathead brush from, you know, to use right here on the straight part. But there is an e.l.f. one I have yet to try. It's kind of worth it. So in order to clean them, I'm gonna mess up my brow just a little bit. I'm gonna kind of brush it out so we can get like a nice soft kind of muddled brow. That way when you clean it up, it's not so sharp or really dark, you know, because I think that's where we kind of mess up when we kind of shape our brow. When it's too dark right here, it does look like a cholo brow. So a nice little muddled brow will do. Best, I think you need to muddle it before you clean it so that way it's not so sharp and harsh. So I get a little bit on my brush. I have a thing about doing this. So I love doing this to make it sharp, take off excess product, and then I clean up. I'm not that good at this because I don't do this very often. Get more product, very little product, and I clean it up. I always bring it out as far as possible because I just feel like it blends better. More product. More product. I really hope you can see. I'm not even, keep forgetting to be in the camera. So I always do that. Okay. So now, wait, I'm gonna do it one more time right here because this part of my brow is it doesn't have much hair, so it always looks like something is wrong and missing. All right, so that's how much product I put on. I start very light and add and add and add and add and do it maybe once or twice. Now I pull it down. And just kind of do that. Pull it down. Kind of clean it up here. And keep cleaning. I never used the other one. I actually prefer this one better. There's more control, but this one is good to flatten it up, to blend it and get it all nice in the skin. And when you have excess on this brush, then that's when I kind of do this. Just to share the wealth, you know? If you're going to be using your products, you don't want to you don't want to waste. A little bit goes a long way. If you don't want to look like a chola, you just start small and build. I know, who has the time for that shit? But, you know, it just a little bit makes a huge difference. I'll show you the before and after. I mean, compare the other brow to this brow. Always, when you clean it up, it always looks better. But honestly, if you sharpen your brush every time you put it on your brow, you don't really need it, in my opinion. But if someone's doing your makeup, they better damn well clean that shit up. You paying for it. Anyway, a clean brow and a muddled brow. You definitely see a difference, and it just depends on what you like, you know? So now I'm gonna put more clear gelling since I kind of effed with it. And there you go. That's my brow. Leave a comment in the description box and let me know what you guys want to see next. Bye. Just kidding. Bye, guys.